Hello, my name is Anthony from IT Brains Limited Company, and today I'm going to show you how to use payroll under Human Capital Management System. Now we are on the dashboard page. Click on the payroll feature, control panel, definitions. That window that will appear will require you to define new allowances, deductions, expenses, and claim types. So for you to define a new allowance, the ones that I have defined are listed on this screen. Click on new. Then the window that will appear on your screen will require you to fill in the details of the new allowance that you want to define. After filling in all the required fields, make sure you click on Save. After which, you will again be required to fill in the types, the deduction types. The ones that I have defined are on this window here. If you want to define a new one, click on New. Then you will be directed to fill in all the required fields that relate to the deduction that you are defining. Then after which you click on Save. You will do the same to expenses. My expenses, the ones that I have defined, are listed on this chart. If you want to define new expenses, click on New. Then fill in all the required fields in regard to the expenses that you are defining, then click on Save. Do the same to claim types. Then add a new. Then you click on Save. Okay. Now, after defining all the allowances, deductions, expenses, and claim types, you will be required to define statutory deductions. So, you must define statutory deductions after defining allowances, deduction, expenses, and claim types. So, navigate to statutory deductions. The ones that I have defined are enlisted on this chart. So, if you want to define new statutory deductions, click on New. Fill in all the required details in regard to the deduction that you're defining, after which you click on Save. Now, this system allows the admin to add a new pay period. So for you to add a new pay period, in the dashboard page, click on Payroll, scroll down to Monthly Payroll. Here, you are able to add a new pay period for your employees. So, the ones that I have created are here. So, you can also create your own, add new. Here you'll be required to fill the start date of the pay period and the end date of the pay period. After filling in all the gaps that are required here, you will click on Save. Okay. After you have created pay periods, the system allows you to generate the particular pay period that you have created, and in this case it's usually a month. Now, under the pay period, click on the monthly payroll. Then you will be able to generate a particular pay period. So you will click on the specific that you desire or that you want. In this case, you're going to click on that. Then make sure you click on Generate Payroll. Then take action. The system will notify you that the payroll has been generated. Okay? Now, for you to view employees on payroll on a particular month, double click on the record of your choice. In this case, let me click on that. Then the window that will be opened next will show you all the employees who are on payroll on the particular paid period that you have selected. Okay? Now, the admin or the HR manager is able to add tax types using the tax types tab to, and also edit period, and also view employees on payroll on the selected period. Okay? Now, to add more payroll details of a certain employee, you can click on employees, select the particular employee. Now you can add more details in regard to this employee. You can add the statutory deductions in regard to this employee, the expenses, the overtime, the banking, extra banking, details of the projects. After adjusting all the required fields that you desire, this information will be able to appear and be viewed by the employees in the employees portal. Okay? Now, the application will generate a payroll ledger for a specified month. So if you want to generate a payroll ledger for a specified month, let me take you back to the dashboard page so that you can follow me systematically as we cascade down. The dashboard page, click on payroll, go to the reports, scroll down to payroll ledger. Here you will be required to specify the year and the month of the payroll ledger that you want to generate. So click on this button here for you to specify the month. Okay, a list of months of pay period that you have generated will appear on this window. So you're going to select February, then click on report. So here we have generated a payroll ledger report, okay, for all the employees who are on that pay period. Okay, so to view an employee's payslip, you will first specify the period in order to view the employee or the employees within that period. To do this, take you back to the dashboard page. We are on payroll. Go to reports, scroll down to payslip. Okay, now here you will have to specify the period in order to view the employees or the employee within that period. So we are going to specify here, after which is going to show you and list to you the employees who are on that particular period. Now, for you to see a payslip for a particular employee within that period, double click on that employee. Then you will be able to view the payslip of that employee. In this case, we are viewing the payslip of Kamau Joseph Wanjoki. And now this payslip can be printed and the soft copy can be preserved within the system. So usually this is the last stage, and this is how easy it is to use payroll under human capital management system. Okay, thank you very much.